Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We are back in Captain of Industry. I have the game paused. I've been kind of looking over the map here in between episodes, just kind of contemplating what our big projects are. And we obviously have this copper production project that we've been working on. Most of the first line is done. We just need to now make use of the copper plates that we're producing and integrate that with this rubber supply that's coming in from way on the other side of the island, and make electronic parts and then belt hook up to the belt that takes them way over to the other side of the island. So we'll do some of that. The other thing that's really compelling for me is I want to expand our island, right? We've been doing a lot of terraforming to do that. But on the map, there is this rock mine. I wonder if I can get to it and set up a dock, a cargo dock, to bring in rock and help increase the expansion of our island. What I was looking at, we have this dock here that is doing wood, and eventually we need to tear this out and kind of clean it up. I think it's sitting on a mix of garbage and rock, and it looks kind of horrible. I want to get rid of it. It needs to be scaled up. Anyway, we have a dock here for wood. I think, oh, maybe not. I wonder if these cargo modules can bring in stone. I don't think they can they? No. I don't. Well, they're not going to even give me the option for rock. Let's see. Fluid loose. We would need to change those to loose modules. What I was thinking of doing is taking the wood cargo dock and basically putting a new one over on this side of the island, making this wood our new wood. And then we could actually belt that wood where we're using it. This is all temporary too. All of this is going to get ripped out at some point. But we could belt the wood to where we're using it if we moved it over to this side. And then if we made a new cargo dock here, or expanded and repurposed this one to bring in rock from that rock mine, we could greatly accelerate filling in all of this water. And again, this whole area is kind of what I have earmarked for food production for the colony. It's a bunch of farms, all the kinds of different food, generating animal feed, doing the chicken pens, bakeries, all the food processing stuff, and then having that all kind of routed into our colony. And then these farms would eventually just go away to be filled in with colony blocks. And then we can expand up to the north for colony blocks too. So again, if we tapped into that rock mine, we could start that terraforming now, or we could accelerate the terraforming. I don't have a good supply of stone or dirt or really anything to fill in this area nearby. We've been having trucks bring that material from pretty far away, and they're doing a good job. We are expanding quite a bit. Even where this power plant is and stuff, this was all water before. So we've expanded quite a bit. So that's one thing on my mind, is looking into that rock mine and setting up a cargo dock to bring that rock in. We talked about the copper. We talked the last episode, or last few episodes, about flattening off this whole island down to level 1, this part, so we can build on it. It's not any ore under there. There's water. Coal is going to end. And there's some copper, but there's a huge section in the middle we could make use of for something. Not sure what exactly we would do here once this is flattened out. I don't really have a good idea for that yet. Maybe some kind of manufacturing. We'll see. Other projects, up where we have all this iron, somewhere in here, maybe imagine all this stuff is taken out. All this existing development is taken out. There's not much ore here. There's a little bit of sand, but maybe in this middle area, we could do kind of more industrialized iron and steel production. Instead of doing it localized to each industry like we have been. Got a furnace here for whatever this is, construction part 3s, I think. And there's furnace here for construction part 1s and 2s maybe. And then we got furnaces somewhere over here for maintenance. Where are those? I can't even keep track anymore. We got too much. Yeah, this one I think is for maintenance. All the maintenance stuff is boosted, by the way. That's why we are We're using Unity to boost that. That's why we're able to stay at 100%. So that's a problem that needs to be solved too. This needs to be scaled up without Unity boosts to keep us afloat. But back to my original point, we have all these smelting operations all over. I think I want to centralize that. We're going to have really big capacity or high capacity conveyors soon. These ones, the max we have now are 200 for every 60 seconds, but I think we have another one. Another level conveyor. Yeah, conveyor belts 3 here. That's going to get us 450 units per minute. We can do a lot with that. I can move a lot of steel plates or iron plates where they need to go on a belt that big and move to maybe more of a bus type situation and then get rid of all these disparate blast furnaces that we have all over the place. So then the question becomes, where would you put that centralized steel production? And we probably want to do it near the iron. Up here, maybe in the future, we're surrounded by iron up this way, but I don't have any land up there. But in the interim, maybe if some of this stuff got ripped out, this could become like the iron production, centralized iron and steel production here. Again, these power plants, this is all going to go eventually. We're dependent on this now, but eventually, hopefully, we'll have biofuel going and generate our electricity way off here on the right side of the map. This is another area I considered for putting in a cargo depot to tap into that rock mine. I just don't have a good place to put it. I mean, maybe up here we could do it. Bring in rock and just expand this area. Huge. But we do have a lot of dirt to mine out of here. So at least I have some source of fill material, and then all this is going to be pushed back. So that can help contribute some landfill to fill in the water over here. I just don't have that same resource over on this side of the map. So let's jump in. We're going to unpause. Everything looks pretty good, right? Maintenance, we said, is at 100. Food, I'm sure, is great. We don't even need to check it. Diesel, let's look at our tanks, see how that's doing. Diesel's gone down a little bit. We'll see if that rebounds. If not, we can throw some boosts and maybe kick it back up. Got plenty of crude oil. I think our cargo ship, is staffed for that. Our wood ship is also staffed. This looks like it might be backed up. Yeah. Some of that just needs to be transported. Let's see. What do we want to get on first? Kind of thinking about the cargo dock. It would be moving wood over this way. Let's do it. Let's just go for it and not overthink it. I'm going to put a big cargo dock in over here if I can. I have plenty of I think I have extra cargo ships all ready to go. Will this take here or not? Some parts need to be in the ocean. Okay, I don't see any error message here. That's 4 wide. Is that enough? Or should I cheat it this way? Don't know if it matters. How about right there? We'll get that started. We're going to need to put modules on this thing. Do we have to wait till it's built? And we need to get fuel over here as well, right? This would eventually be... We could start this as stone and do that stone over here. Fill out this area a bit. But it's kind of lower priority. Yeah, I think we should make this the new wood production. So let's see. Can I do cargo modules yet? This would be unit modules. Yeah, it looks like they'll let me build these. I guess I will. I don't want to do like a half and half ship. I don't know. Something about that I'm not crazy about. Let's build these. It's going to take a lot of construction materials. Boom, boom, boom. These are going to be... Import from mine or oil rig. How would you like to use this depot? Import from mine or an oil rig. Wood. And, what is this? Import. Okay, that's nothing. It just needs to get built. So this will be our source for wood to start with. Now, if we wanted to change this later over to bringing in rock, which we might choose to do that. That may have an impact on what kind of warehouses we connect up to this, or if we do that at all. So what I'm talking about is over here, I've got these warehouses snapped right in. Well, if later on, I want to change this to import rock instead of wood, I might not want to have a bunch of warehouses filled with wood jammed up right next to my cargo depots. So maybe we belt out of here into some single large warehouse. We have a huge size now too. We can try these. And have this store our wood, but maybe have it be a little bit out of the way. With the thinking that once we did stone, or imported rock, we could just set up a different storage. I think that's going to be loose storage. Replace these modules and then just belt, and I don't have this big warehouse full of wood in the way. Let's do that. Let's put this here. Hopefully this will make sense. Sooner or later it will. Huge warehouse. That's going to be for wood. And let's just do conveyor. In fact, I don't even care if it's slow. We'll see how this works. It may not be super efficient, but I want to give it a try. It doesn't have to be here forever either if it doesn't work out. But I want to think about it. I don't think I need to keep full on this. Truck import. We can leave off. Truck export we can leave on. And that'll become our new wood production. I would like to get fuel over here. Do I have a fuel line? I think I do right here, right? Let's somehow get that routed over. I don't need level 2 pipe. Level 1 pipe is probably all I need for this. And this is coming all the way from our main fuel production line, I believe. I think so, along that pipe. Not mistaken. Yeah, and it splits off. I can tap in here. Keep this guy up high. If we need ramps and stuff, we'll deal with it when we run across that problem. Gonna try to go kind of right angles here for this. Hopefully I can come across all these belts. Maybe there. Okay, that'll get us fuel. We'll let that build. I don't know if the cargo ship shows up. We don't need to keep full. Truck import off, I guess. Yeah, maybe the ship will show up. I'm not sure when the cargo ship shows up. Maybe once the last module is ready. All right, that's that. That would mean now this guy, we need to empty. So let's actually do... Okay, yeah, here comes... Oh, man, he's already filled with stuff. Pause. Pause. Pause all this. Pause all this. Pause all you guys. Don't unload. Pause. Trying. Okay, those guys weren't meant to be paused. I'm pausing this because I want to get this storage built first. So I'll just increase the priority on it. It's going to take a while. We need a bunch of construction part 3s. I have 45. But I want this built first, and then we're going to try to empty out all of this storage and have this guy finish. I think we can pause you too and still empty you out. Okay, so that has no crew. This is all paused. That needs to get built. We have a lot of construction part 3s to get to. Let's look at the ship side of things. We have enough crew, so I'm going to load up. Shipyard is overloaded with cargo. That drives me crazy, by the way. Let's see. Our storage for construction part 2s is over here. What can we do about this? Let's shut down production of construction part 2s. We have a bunch over at the shipyard. And then we could drain this out. This storage. This one, let's do truck import is on. Yeah, let's drain this out. I think trucks can get over here and deliver construction part 2s. So once this warehouse empties out, hopefully we'll see some trucks come and empty out our shipyard. Again, I have no idea why this thing fills up when I have keep empty selected. And this cargo did not come from our ship. I don't know what the story is. Maybe when we break down, when I tear down construction and there's no available storage, maybe that's where it goes, is like the only place that has storage. That's one theory, kind of the best I can think of as to why that's happening. So this guy, once it's emptied, we'll look to get rid of all of this, all of the wood over here, and then upgrade this. I think we can upgrade this depot. Switch out these modules for loose storage. Then, yeah, see if we can get to that rock mine. Let's do it. Can we go? 610 is the battle score. It's one ship. Let's go for it. And hopefully we can get ourselves, get that rock mine. That would be awesome. Let's take a look at how things are going over here. I think at the end of last episode, I noticed our corn is backing up. Kind of. It's not super duper backed up. How's this guy doing? He has 69 corn that can't come out. And we turned off our well. We noticed that this water is now empty. This pipe. So we turned off our groundwater well. So that seems to indicate that this desalinator is going to keep up with what we need done. We also talked about some point down the road, maybe just turning this brine into salt and using that salt to backfill these large mines that are not in the water. I don't think I could just dump salt in the water and have it pile up, but maybe we could use that as fill once we dig out this mine. We'll see. So yeah, back over here. Here comes more corn. So we've got surplus. And what I was thinking of doing with that surplus right now is creating compost out of it and just using that compost as more fill. But before we do that, we should probably turn this production on and take care of our electronics production and just verify that if we have one or two of these lines up, that this water is still able to keep up based on our little animal food power production. So we'll probably go with that first. Let's take a look at the warnings. These guys can't get back down. It's really not that steep, fellas. Truck cannot reach destination. That's fine. I don't want you going here anyway. Truck import off. I don't want anybody bringing wood over there. If anything, they can bring it over here still. Yeah, in fact, what is trucking says it's stable. Kind of surprised that this wood is not being kept full when we have a ton of it over here. Well, we'll keep an eye on it. Yeah, that's waiting on parts. Everybody's waiting on parts. Let's turn up construction part 3. Let's unpause a couple of these. Again, get this going. If for some reason we don't see this belt start getting filled up. Oh, you know what? We won't see it get filled up. Let's run a conveyor temporarily and empty out this storage. Quick deliver that, and let's go see the battle. Should be in good shape. Oh man, it's gonna be close. Nice. Alright, we discovered a rock mine. Hooray. We probably need to go repair it. Our ship's coming back. Let's do start repairs. There's another 200 construction part 3s we're going to need. But here comes a supply of construction part 2s. Like I said, hopefully they'll start filling this up. I guess I should do keep full. Truck import is on. So maybe they'll empty the warehouse, the ship warehouse. And what else do these guys need? Iron plates. They should be fine on that, I would think. Yeah, we have a huge supply of that all backed up here. So that's all good. Greenhouses 2. Unlocked a new building. That, I suppose, is an opportunity for us to upgrade these later. See what that costs, just out of curiosity. Does it show? Glass, boy, I thought we had more glass than that. 408 we have in stock. And then construction part 3s. We're a little short on those. I'm not going to bother. Let's see where these guys want to go. Try and solve these little problems. Why can't you? You just can't get off that little island you're on, right? Kind of surprised they can't make it down here. This is literally just like a one block climb, isn't it? Let's see. Let me escape out of this noise for a second. This guy is at level 2. This guy... Oh, no, this guy's at level 5. Okay, yeah, now I can kind of see why they can't get down. I think I'm going to use Unity to reset them. And then maybe I'll unselect all these trees. I think that's kind of what got us in this mess. These trees that are on the higher plane, let's unselect those. Because it looks like there's maybe little periods of time where they can climb up this hill, and then other times where they can't, they get stuck. That is my guess on that one. So we'll just reset these. Cover, 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 and get them back in the pool of trucks. Terraforming continues. These trees are fair game. They're at the lower level already. That shouldn't present a problem for anybody. I can mark those. All right. What about electronics production? We said we were going to do it maybe over here. And what do we need? We just need to combine rubber and copper plates, right? Yeah, rubber and copper plates. Got a bunch of rubber here. How do we want to do this? This level of production was just fine for keeping up with our needs. We have a combination here of manual assemblies. Those don't take power, but they do take more workers. So 144, 312, 12. Same ratio. The electrics are just more productive, and you get 3 times the production for 1.5 times the workers. Rubber production varies, so in terms of a ratio, it's a little tricky, and we may produce rubber a different way than we're currently producing it. I don't know that I can count on using a ratio of rubber production to electronics production. Maybe we just start with like an array of 3 assembly 2s. Is it worth going to this level? Okay, 6, 24, and 24. 8 workers. Just comparing the assembly electrics with the assembly electric 2s for the production of rubber. Looks like double the rate of production or 1.5 times the energy and not even 1.5 times the number of workers. So assembly electric 2s seem like the way to go. Maybe we just start out with 2 of these for electronics production. That'd be pretty darn easy. We'd have to get these copper plates over. This is kind of going to be food processing space. So I think I do need to work the copper plates back in this direction. Maybe we can reverse this belt and bring those copper plates across somehow. Looks like there's room if we wanted to bring them across this way. And do electric parts production right here. Or, let's do it. Let's do it down here somewhere. Don't need much. Copper plates and rubber. And out comes electronics. Those are the inputs on the right side. If we do it like this. Copper, I could run underneath that ramp. Rubber, Rubber we'd have to see. Could even do it in this space, right? We're not going to have mines here. I mean, I'm not going to have any kind of water stuff. Desalination. Maybe this is a little cubby for electronic parts. Rubber, how would I get rubber over here though? Might have to come straight across and then take one of these channels under the ramp. And then copper could come under on the other side. We only need 2 ingredients. All right, I'm going to go into planning mode. And I'm going to get rid of all these designations so we don't have this visual noise. These are all completed anyway. Electric assembly 2s. Thinking we could come in from the top. Belt those inputs in from the top. I can probably hug this fairly close. Let's start with 2 of these. Of course, it's more construction part 3s that we're short on. And we need 2 things belted in. 1 can hug the ground. See if we can get copper plates. I'm going to reverse these belts. Whoop. Toggle the direction. Toggle the direction. That one, well, we'll toggle the direction. I was going to say we could just get rid of it. Flat conveyor. I don't think I even need level 2 for this. You basically... Let's do that. This is going to be electric parts. Electronics. Copper plates coming in. Now we need to bring that rubber belt, that crazy long rubber belt. Man. Guess we're going to have to live with this ramp for quite a long time. We can terraform all around it. Rubber, I want to grab... Do we want a buffer? And if so, where would we put it? Shouldn't need one. I don't think we need one. Maybe we'll buffer the electronic parts that come out of here instead of buffering the inputs. So rubber's got to get through there in a way where excavators can make their way through as well. So that means we're going to need a ramp somewhere. But we can, yeah, we can hug this mess. Maybe we start over here. Boom, kind of bypass all this. This is all going to go, every last bit of it. Maybe we can kind of come up this way, zigzag. Somewhere there's going to have to be a ramp. Probably, let's see. Semi-temporary. Something like that, right? To get through? Might need 2 ramps. That should do it. Pop that down. Let's run this crazy belt. Man, I don't like these zigzaggy belts, but kind of stuck. All right, this is where I'm thinking of maybe one more ramp going the other direction. Let's try it. Might make sense to do that, just to have it. Can't hurt. Once this is all terraformed out, we get through all this copper. This is all terraformed. Maybe we'll run a straight belt from that rubber. Or by that time, we may have a different way of producing rubber. I think there's other recipes for that. Let's just take a look while I'm thinking about it. I thought there was a way of doing it with the acid or something. Isn't there another recipe? Naphtha and sulfur. Naphtha, I can't remember. Naphtha, I might be pronouncing it wrong too. Driving people crazy. Ethanol we can do over here, and sulfur, we have a way of getting that. So maybe we'll move to ethanol and sulfur, and then remove oil from the equation. Then we can do rubber production wherever we want, and probably move it over to this side of the island. That's probably what's going to happen in the future. We could even combine diesel with sulfur and get rubber. So yeah, we won't need a big crazy belt like this forever, but we're going to have to live with it for a while. All right, let's get a ramp here anywhere. Guess try to go down the middle. That's what I want. Let's unpause all this. And then take a look at our ship and see how we're doing towards getting that rock mine. Sure, we need a bunch more construction part trees. That's a big goofy belt, but we'll do it. Output from all this stuff, maybe into, like, we could scale this direction pretty easy. We need more electronic parts. Thinking we should go with just a big giant unit storage here. Just to have a buffer. Don't technically need it, but it's kind of nice being able to shut down a bunch of stuff. Like if your colony gets sick, you can shut down a bunch of stuff and you have a big supply of surplus materials that were made in the good times. That's kind of my only reason for doing it this way. I say we just plunk this thing down, man. It's huge. Terrain too high. What? There must be, is there a little lump or something in the ground? Must be a little, yeah, a little nugget there. A little nugget that's going to keep me from putting it where I want it. That's all right. I can just push it back one, I think. Or up. Down. Huh. Terrain too high. Wow. What is going on? What am I missing here? Terrain too high. That's a new one. Terrain too high. What's the story with that? Let's see what it says. Does it say something on here? Stores 4320 units of a solid product. Okay, there it's happy. Okay, now it's happy. Some kind of little glitch there, right? Pop that down. Electronic parts. Just becoming aware of a problem with my design. Can you guess what it is? Probably need a bigger ramp here, so I can get these electronic parts back out. Back out and across the island. Yeah, I think we need to replace that with a bigger ramp. Will that do it? Or is it going to create problems? Looks like 3 and 3, so we can just... Is it wider? No. I think we can successfully delete that one and pop one right next to it. That way I can get these parts back to where they need to go without putting more ramps. Weave it under here and then out through here, I guess, and back, out, out, out. Snake, maybe underneath this belt and connect up here. Electronic parts. Yeah, I think that's what we need. Let's do it. Boom. You go by. We're going to have to accelerate. Unity's looking pretty darn good. I'll take it. Looks like we have illness. Severe flu again. It's kind of a recurring thing. Probably need to think about manufacturing medical parts ourselves at some point soon. Can't see because the hints. 3 and 3, right? 3 and 3. That looks like that would take just like that. Collision with flat conveyor. That's a lie. Oh. Yeah, it has to be here, I think. Fine, we'll live with it. We'll do it. It's not a problem. Okay, out come the electric parts. I think we were just using, again, a regular conveyor for that. Let's see where it is. Down here. Yeah, just regular conveyor, not upgraded. Let's get these out of here. It's going to take a while for this to get built. We have a lot of construction part 3 projects queued up now. I'm going to route this belt. Does it matter? No one's going to be driving through here. Oh, man. Can I get through? Oh, yeah, look at that. We'll have to change this belt. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. This belt needs to change just a little. We want this to turn in early, I think. Just so it's not cutting off this other port. Sees it as one big job, it looks like. Good. A few more sections here. Need building. Is that guy in planning mode? Yeah, I guess it was. And let's get our outputs where we want them. Can we do... Yeah, that takes care of that. These guys have people in them now. I guess that's all right. I don't want truck import on. Whoops, off. Off. Did these guys get copper plates? Yeah, I guess so. They actually have some products in inventory. Okay. Tell you what, let's wrap this episode. We'll deal with the little warnings here in the top right next episode, and we'll follow up or check in on our ship. Looks like our coal here is all exhausted. We'll have to keep an eye on that and make sure we don't run low. I think we're good. But yeah, we have a few things to check on. We made some progress here. But yeah, we'll check on the new cargo depot and continue the work over here to move electronics. And then maybe real soon we can start tearing all this out. That'll free up a bunch of workers and allow us to terraform. We can check on our terraform crew too next episode. Looks like they're waiting on trucks. Probably have a surplus of coal or something. We have things to look at. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.